Good evening, everybody. How is everybody tonight? Saturday, Saturday, Saturday. I see a lot of people have been over at Late Night with Mike. I've been in a couple of times today, but I've been kind of busy today, so I haven't been listening a lot. Looks like I've got Wendy O in my chat. Yay. Hey, Glenn. How are you? Hi, Boss Bitch. Welcome. Jessica S., you made it. I'm glad. Mom's Wholesome Videos, welcome to the chat. And there is Kritz ripping it up on the YouTube streets. So I told Jessica S. that I would talk about what I did for weight loss. And I am realizing it has now been almost 2 years. 2 years since I've started my new eating plan. And, you know, I didn't enter adulthood as a heavy person. No. I entered adulthood as a pretty petite person, and stuff happens. You have a couple of kids, and you eventually get off the weight. And then you get prescribed psych meds. And those of you who know, psych meds can do a real number on your body. They can make it where it is very difficult to lose weight, even almost impossible. Even with drastic measures such as weight loss surgery, there are people that can have a hard time with it if they're taking what I call weight gainer psych meds. So before I knew it, after a few years, I had 100 pounds to lose. Not lying. And it seemed like I'd never get to this point where I was actually in that home stretch where I was down to that less 20 or so pounds. But I had 100 pounds to lose. And I did not want to obsess over everything I put in my mouth. I've done that before. I've done Weight Watchers where you journal every single thing you put in your mouth. It's not something I feel I can sustain over the long haul. So I remembered something my grandmother told me, that people didn't need anything special to lose weight. They just needed to scoot back from the table just a little bit sooner. Well, how to do that and not go nuts? Most people get heavy because they eat too much. They like to eat. You like to eat more than the suggested serving size. Let's be honest. We have all liked to indulge in more than one or two tacos or more than one or two slices of pizza. Come on. Everybody does it. It's America. Supersize it. Come on. The problem comes when you do that all the time. Now, I wasn't going as far as that, but I was still eating more than I should. And so I decided to look at what I was eating, really look at it, and start measuring what I eat. The first month, I didn't lose any weight. I didn't lose any weight at all because I only withdrew my portions by a quarter. If you cut yourself down to the serving size, cold turkey, because when you're overweight and you use food for comfort or socializing or whatever, you've got a little bit of a problem that you need to address. I did. So you can't quit your overeating cold turkey. You got to back off gradually. So eventually, month after month, I withdrew portions gradually, and eventually I started to see the weight come off. That was my problem. I was looking at what I eat, and then I was eating it too. But that is basically what I did. I didn't buy any special foods. I didn't do any diets. I didn't journal. I didn't write anything down. I didn't do no carbs, low carbs. I didn't do any of that. We were already eating a pretty balanced diet. My husband is diabetic. Patience, corrosive. I wasn't eating garbage. It was just that I was eating too much. So I withdrew gradually. Now, in light of what corrosive has said, this comes with some caveats. This does not work if you are doing daily DoorDash pulls at the office. Not nearly as many as I was before. If you're doing daily DoorDash pulls at the office, you're not going to lose weight. If you're using junk food for your diet, you're not going to lose weight. What it doesn't mean is that you can't have any fats or starches or proteins or cheeses or anything that tastes good. That's not what it means. But yes, he is correct. The American diet is crap. It's junk. There's not a lot of whole foods involved, not a lot of simple things. It's all processed crap. So now, this past spring and summer, I've been kind of at a plateau. And the weight loss had pretty much stopped. I wasn't gaining anything, I was maintaining, but I wasn't losing up until here about 3 weeks ago. Because now I have to make some tougher choices. But I can use those tougher choices to overcome the plateau. Sometimes, actually, usually on all of my panels, I like to talk about real stuff at some point, whether it's mental health and weight struggles or any of that. I want to talk about things that people tend to identify with, real life struggles, because we all have them. Everyone is a work in progress. Everyone. Everyone has room for improvement. (2022) is the year of my rebirth. I sometimes I'm still pinching myself. I've basically had to kind of reinvent myself from scratch. I found myself going through all my cosmetics this weekend. I know you heard that sigh corrosive. I know you heard it. I was going through all my cosmetics. I'm getting rid of stuff I've either aged out of or I've decided is just not for me. Because when you get older, you figure out maybe trends aren't what you should be doing. Maybe you should just do what looks good. I am so glad to see you back and live streaming Silver Diamond. She hasn't figured out what she needs to age out of yet. For me, the magic age was 45. 45 was when I really started to noticeably see some changes. First and foremost, she should stay out of the fucking sun. Quit with the fake baking or the real baking or whatever kind of baking it is you're doing. Some of the things I do like to suggest for women over 45 or even women who color their hair in general are Korean hair fillers. Korean hair fillers are the absolute shiznit, especially if you live in a humid climate like Florida or my native DFW. But there are things you can do for frizz because frizz is something that ages you. The perfect bra size is 45. I can't believe I missed AC's Shelly panel the other night. There was a Shelly panel and I was sleeping. Ain't that some shit, Crits? You know, she's been doing so much running her suck around here lately about first one and then another and yap, yap, yap. Ugh. And then Connie apparently got his continuance. I've heard a couple of different reasonings why, but he didn't go to trial this week. Oh well. Buck up, Con. That table cleaning is coming. And no tantrum that you pull or throw is going to let you escape from that table cleaning, bud. But that's all I have to say about him. So I'm going to drop the link. Everybody should stay away from the sun. I mean, everybody should pile on the sunscreen, SPF 50, because it causes cancer. I don't care if you're a darker skin sort that you can tan. Okay. I am so sorry. Adjust your focus. I was out picking up dinner for the family and was running a little late returning. So that is why. I was supposed to go live at 5:30. It didn't happen that way. Oh well. Yeah. Well. Somebody in chat want to tell me what's up with the porn bombing stir I'm hearing? Who got porn bombed and why, or who thought they were getting porn bombed or whatever. With taco sauce. Your fingers getting twitchy, Sancho. Yep. I spend more money on actual skincare than I do makeup. I kind of adopted the Korean philosophy in that matter. Um, Having better skin, prioritizing that. That looks good. Then the rest will come. porn bomb sober 18 months. What, about the time you found out you were going to become a dad? Is that what it was? Actually, I have not gone that far. I have not gone that far. Yeah. Parenthood better change you. If it doesn't, you're not doing it right. Well, let's see. Who is live? Anyone? Nobody? Or are y'all panel tired from watching Late Night with Mike? Oh, Lord. Oh, what am I supposed to do? Sing a song? He's a very, very cute baby. I can't rap, Taze. Does nobody want to hear me talk unless I'm talking about Connie, and then everybody bitches because I talk about Connie or Shelly? You aren't lying. You talk about somebody who gets worse with practice. Sugar Crits is 100% right. He gets worse with practice. Hey, y'all see Manda? Or, that reminds me. Connie always talking about what the community owes him and what they should pay for, what they should fund. I'm not getting involved in y'all's war. I'm not. I'm no longer getting involved in that. I'm just not. I am Switzerland. I am neutral. Both of you. You too, corrosive. Crazy dingo. You know who not to pick on dingo. Strain of the week. So, strain of the week is this fat dab I tried called Iron Lung. Sativa hybrid. He steps back up. Uh, I don't know. Nah. Lord Sancho. Oh my gosh. Cereal milk. I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to do strain reviews. I mean, the little weed weasel of Sharon has kind of turned me off of strain reviews. Corrosive? That's not a fake stuff. Don't be an ass. I'm doing good. I hope you're doing well, stuff. It's good to see you. You're such an ass. That is step left. Oh my gosh. Just a second. Such a good boy. Beautiful cat. Meow. Meow. Hypnotobers. Yeah. Oh, yes, he is the epitome of a fat cat. Sweet boy. He's a good cat. Yeah, he's all right. Oh, that was my son's arm. He was petting the cat. Ew, Sancho. Yeah, it's a cat. Hmm. You want to go? I guess you're done, huh? All right, boy. Yeah, he's a mackerel tabby. He's a raccoon tabby. No. All right. Hey, any time. Mm, he's a good boy. I know I am a cat doxing piece of shit. How could I? Let's see. Y'all should see what Chicky made me. This is what Chicky made me. And I posted it on my community page, or as Brett likes to call it, his Andy community tab. Let's see. That's original account had a wrench. Well, let's see. Uh-oh. Let's see.
And my big issue is I really don't like the female bashing. I mean, I see an awful lot of that.
I'm not getting any sound. Corrosive, you don't have my Cash App.
All right, and my big issue is I really don't like the female bashing. I mean, I see an awful lot of that. But
at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you're male or female. You need to be held accountable for what you say, and you can't hide behind being protection.
But not you, right? Not you.
But not what?
You don't have to.
I'm not a female. I'm a male. I'm a male.
You want you could misspeak or you could make an error. Everybody else is a goddamn liar, right?
I can't understand you guys.
Yeah.
How did I say I wasn't? How did I say I lied on something?
You're an idiot.
This is the problem when you open.
You're
not backing up what you say, so you don't come
You're
up
an
with.
cock and a piece of shit and an idiot. That's what you are. That's what you
Like,
are.
all right, let's not.
Are you going to provide an example to back up what you're saying, or is it verbal diarrhea?
Let's not call it the one thing I will say.
Why is it okay for somebody to call me a stupid idiot, but it's not okay for me to say verbal diarrhea? What's the difference between being called a stupid idiot and asking this person who has no idea who the hell I am? I didn't even know if it was a male or a female up until a few minutes ago. Is deciding to form an opinion against me and call me a stupid idiot for what?
You are stupid.
Accusing me of lying for what?
You are a stupid idiot. It's quite obvious.
Because of why?
Else can figure that out, which leaves you out.
Because of why? Because of why?
All I got to do is listen to your mouth.
Oh, that's a great example. Can you give me an example, or have you been falling asleep half the time?
I've already given you an example that you don't want to accept.
Have you fell asleep during half the conversation, or no?
Another example.
Okay, so you haven't provided one example.
I already have.
Are you on like Jerry Paul or something?
I already have.
Okay, so your example is
liar, but you're able to misspeak.
Your example is me speaking. I'm an idiot because I speak.
You know what? I'm done talking this stupid ass.
Because you sound like an idiot. You're not providing any proof of what you're saying.
You're a stupid ass.
Because
stupid ass.
Because of why, you dumbass. I can say you're a dumbass because you're providing no proof of what.
Stupid ass.
I can call you a dumbass because you're calling things without providing proof. There's another person below it, but nothing.
Time out. All right.
You don't see a difference in tone between you and this old woman?
Thank you. Breaking it.
No loss and no tone between you and this old woman.
Thank you.
You motherfucker. You motherfucker. This old woman.
That's an angry woman up there.
You fucking piece of shit. This old woman.
I thought you were leaving.
I'm worthless, you son of a bitch, because I'm old.
Watch your fire.
I don't have 71 years under my belt. You bastard don't have shit.
You have no idea who I am and think for genius on me.
Ass.
I thought you were Nick Nolte. I don't even know who you are.
Please settle down. Thank you. Thank you.
Sucker.
Okay.
Your new best friend, Katie. Oh. So she's not your new bestie. She's your old friend. Let's see. Yeah, you'd think she'd be some kind of nice grandmotherly type. All-terrain power. No. Lord. Is Chicky around? Where is Chicky? Is Chicky hiding in chat? Is she lurking? Because she's one of my super mods. And I got a question. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I need Chicky to use her magic skills to make this movie poster for me. She needs to make this picture with Corrosive and Sancho. Not kidding. Corrosive and Sancho. I don't care if you put their avatars over their faces. So nobody gets upset about a face docs. Not if it doesn't have your face on it. I swear to fucking God, y'all are like Felix and Oscar. Hello, Andrew. Welcome to the chat. Shelly's mugshot. Yep. I'm going to put this mugshot up here. Woo woo. Shoulders back, Shelly. Shoulders back. I think y'all should know. Shelly is the exact same age as me. Ponder that. We are the same age. That sun is a cruel bitch, isn't it? That's another thing. Her hair is receding. I mean, is it just me? I mean, I honestly think she has a receding hairline. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, what's up with her eyebrows? My eyebrows don't look like that. I mean, you can barely see mine. They're blonde, but you know, whatever. What does she do to them? Why do they look like that? I'm going all like Connie. Boy, he really gets sensitive about people making fun of his hair. He was griping about that. Most of y'all don't even have any fucking hair. I don't know. I got hair. I don't even color my hair. Well, this has just turned out to be the Liz K show, and I am not the rapid fire talker that Golden Eyes is. Of course. Yeah. Richard Cheese said this afternoon that Connie's chin looks like an unwashed ass crack. And there he was, cammed up with his blue steel face, trying to see how pouty he can look. I can't even make myself look that unhappy. I can't make myself look that angry. And I've been told I have resting bitch face, for crying out loud. I can't do it. But yeah, he was in his chair. Blue steel, all pouty. I hear he's going to be re-streaming everybody. He went live this morning to tell us that he was going to be re-streaming all of us. Woohoo! Meet me after the show at Wawa. I thought you said I was ugly and old, Shelley. So do you think if somebody sent weed to his house, he would kick that? If this were a Shelley panel, it could always do a crappy cover of something. My wedding rings are getting too big. Early bird catches the worm, Prester John. I know I'm not as pretty as the cat, but I'll just have to do. More than likely. I appreciate that, Aussie Manda. but Tober's is a stunner. Well, hold on. Let me see if he'll let me get him again. Just a second. Here you go, Prester John. Here's Tober's. He's a good boy. Yes, he is very handsome. And he's a very fat cat. This is a 17-pound cat. He was at the vet back in June. He's a large boy. He's large and in charge. Tober. Baby boy. You know, one of the things that's really special about my relationship with my cat is the fact that I have had him since the day he was born, and I was the first human to touch him. Yeah. I was the first human to touch him after he was born. I guess he just kind of imprinted on me. Hello, Pat S. Welcome. He's a very docile cat. Very docile, very gentle. He's just, yeah. Andrew, he likes to make quips. What would you do if that cat bit you? And I'm like, Tubbers has never bit me. Well, I'm glad you got to see him. He is a feature of my panels. I do like to show off the kitty because, well, I think Tobers has more fans than I do, to tell the truth. I think they come here to see the cat. Sure beats the shit out of a bunny. Well, I guess nobody. I think he'll be found guilty. I think he'll get probation and community service. I think time off social media might be part of the deal. But this is a table he's going to have to clean up. I love that analogy. Don't y'all? Don't y'all love that analogy? Connie's still stuck on that table incident. I do not think he is going to jail. That's not on the table. I also don't think that would do him any good. I think that would just do worse in the long run. I think one of the best things that could happen for Connie is not jail, because I think that would be detrimental, but for him to have to put his head down and do what he's told for once. He's never had to. He's never, ever had to put his head down and do what he's told. That's what he needs more than anything else, is to just lose some of that attitude of his. Oh, I think I don't know if that would be banned off the internet or just social media. He might have social media withdrawal, though. That is true. Corrosive. No. Save your bets for the fights, STL. I don't know. You know, I've been thinking about my mom a lot the past few days. It's about to be October 6th will be 10 years since she passed away. And I'm just now at a point where 10 years later, I finally really learned to live without my mom, you know? Took a long time to figure that out. You don't stop needing your mom. I was only 37 when she passed away. But most of my memories now are just, they're happy ones. You know, when I think of songs I've taught my daughter, and I think of stuff I've been sharing with my granddaughter, you know, I've been thinking about one of the first songs my mom taught me. My mom made me love music. I've come very far from that day. You know, all the little memories float around in my head. My mom had her sense of humor up until the very end. Right at the end, my brother and I were rotating days at the hospital. And the Friday before she passed away, my brother came on his evening. And she made it clear that she wanted me to come, that she wanted me there and she wanted my husband there, and that we needed to come. So my mom, being my mom, she got us there and she looked at my brother and me. And of course, she was on a ventilator, so she couldn't vocalize the way she could. And she looked at me and kind of pointed and said, mouthed the words, sing. And I sang for her. My mom, she looked at my brother and she says, sing. So there was only one song my mom wanted to hear from my brother, and that was My Way. I want you to think about the lyrics to My Way. And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. So my brother gets those words out, and the minute he realizes what he's sung, he gets this look on his face, just horrified. But my mom just kind of went, shook her head and rolled her eyes. Like she had her sense of humor right at the very end. And there we were, even at that moment, laughing because it was funny. It was sad, but it was funny. My mom was never an old lady. Not ever. There was never a day in her life that she didn't keep moving forward. A cappella corrosive. And she always just kept moving forward, always looked to the future. And I'm grateful to have been her daughter. I hope so. I'm not ready for all that. I feel like I've finally got at least a small portion of it figured out, you know? So it's too soon to think about, I don't know. The end. And you know what? That was one of the greatest things about her. I know that this week there will be people that weren't related to her that will remember her because they love her still. And I'm glad she'd finally be proud of me now. Oops. Sometimes I get sad still when I think of my granddaughter. Both of my parents, not just my mom, but my dad, they would have been over the moon at my becoming a grandmother. That child would be the absolute apple of their eye. Their princess, just like she's our princess now. Live. It's what we are here for. And that's kind of what seeking mental wellness for me has been about. It's been about living. It's been about returning to life. Because my mom, she lived her life so fully. I owed it to her to find a way to live my life fully again. But most of all, I owed it to myself. That sounds like what my late father-in-law said when he was diagnosed with cancer. He said he was ready to go. So, since this has been a solo panel, I think I'm going to cut it short. Just not a whole lot going on. Dum, dum, dum. Do you recognize this look? And I didn't mean to make things somber with talking about my mom, because me thinking about her hasn't really been a somber thing for me. Mostly it's been happy thoughts and memories. Even as this anniversary comes. Well, I think I've had about enough of Corrosive's morbid sense of humor. So I'm going to cut things off for tonight. And hopefully next time I'll have something more concrete to go about It's been kind of a nothing stream, just me yapping. Right. Anyway, y'all have a wonderful night. Take care of yourselves. And hopefully I'll see you on a next panel that's a little more lively. Night, everybody.